image of Dark Helmet is fantastic.
That's not fan made. That's like,
Yeah. Don't get impatient now. See? All you had to do was think your complaints, and the universe listened.
need to make this. Actually, here we go. Okay, give me 1 second to
share it in the places, and then make the blue sky post. You know, the usual shit. It's been 2 weeks, but you haven't forgotten everything.
And I've forgotten a lot of it. I did have people asking when the next episode of the podcast was going to be. So,
well, it turns out it's right now.
Yeah.
There we are.
There's that. There's that. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
I think we shall.
Welcome back to Jedi Enclave. I'm Daniel.
I'm Chris.
And we are the hosts of the Jedi Enclave Presents. Now, this is Podcasting Podcast, your weekly podcast about Star Wars, MCU, DCU, other fandoms.
Funny that you should say weekly, because it's been
it's
like
not
2
been
weeks.
weekly for a couple of weeks. And I'll also tell you that my partner John is down here with me. He's not going to get on camera, but I'm pretty sure that he hasn't known all these years what we've been doing down here. And so now for the first time he's down here, because he's never done here when we do the podcast.
Yeah.
So I think he thinks we just come down here and like play video games and hang out. So he's like, wait, shit, you guys are actually doing shit down here.
This is real.
The reason he's down here is because here in a second we're going to do a quick camera maneuver, which is new to our channel. We've never done camera maneuvers before. Also, I'm just realizing my hair's kind of messed up.
Vanity, thy name is Daniel.
Anyway, today we got some pretty exciting stuff. We're going to talk about some Star Wars news, some Marvel news, some Spaceball news. Strangely enough, that's the thing we're doing. But we will be doing so whilst constructing this gorgeous Starship Collector series, Millennium Falcon from Lego. So we're going to be doing that. And the cool thing about that is that since this will be a little bit more freeform, we'll be able to answer chats as they come in instead of waiting between segments. So if you're watching, you want to get a chat in while we're building this motherfucker, say hi, and we'll say hi back.
This thing is 921 pieces. I think we're going to be here a while.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the rule. We are going to finish it, or we're going to go to 2 hours, whichever one is the quickest.
That's fair.
And after 2 hours, if it's not finished, I'll finish the rest of myself because I don't know if I have the stamina for that. While you're here, if you could go and follow us on Facebook Live. By the way, 26,000 followers on Facebook. We just passed. Follow us on YouTube, Twitch, Discord, the Blue Sky. All the links are in the description of this video. Now, John, execute camera maneuver.
Do not adjust your television.
There you go. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. All right, let me get rid of this bottom third here.
All right.
Boop.
Shall we do the unboxing?
Yeah, I think we're all good. Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
John didn't believe we had a podcast until he came down here and saw the microphones. He's like, "Fuck, you guys are actually doing stuff
Let's
down here."
see.
Oh, do you want to do this bit? Are you the kid? Are you the kid at another kid's birthday party who always opens their gifts for them?
I mean, I just popped the thumb holes. Do you wanna open this?
Yeah. Also, I was going to open this earlier because I thought it was going to be like I had my X-Acto knife.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize I had to destroy the box to open it. So I was like, oh, we'll just.
It's a toy for children, Daniel.
I know. Have you seen the set that I have? Like, are we supposed to just do that?
I think you just do that. Yeah.
Cool. Well, assorted bags. Oh my God,
They're numbered.
What the fuck is this thing?
I think that's the.
It's a straw.
It's the engine glow.
That's logical.
Yeah, these bags are individually numbered, which is terrifying.
Okay, we're gonna have to. Okay. Where can
How?
we? Okay, can you?
You could kill a man with this instruction
Yes.
book.
Let's see. Where can we put this?
Oh, it's mostly advertising.
Maybe we'll put this right
Let's
here.
see. Okay. This is how you undo Legos, everybody. Valuable instructions.
They can't see that.
Oh well.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay, this is bag 8.
we're looking for bag number 1. It's that one right there.
Okay. So how are we gonna? You want to do 1 and I'll do 2?
Sure. All right.
Here's 1.
You can start going through the news.
Well, the question is, does bag number 2 depend on the shit we've built for bag number 1 from bag number 1?
Maybe.
Oh, this smells really good.
Yep.
These instructions smell really good.
There's a sub bag inside bag number 1.
We're gonna need my X-Acto knife, aren't we?
No, just pop
Is
it.
it open
Pop
pretty
right
easily?
open.
All right.
Yeah. You just really want to cut something with your X-Acto knife, don't you?
X-Acto knives are one of the most versatile tools in existence, and I love them very much.
Can I have the instructions back?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can start on.
Well, you should start on going down the news
Yeah.
because there's a little bit of news.
Okay. Well,
Bit of
here's
newsy
that.
news.
Let's talk about some trailers that happened while we were away. We took a 2-week hiatus, by the way. Both of us, you and I, both had some really like important shit we had to do. You know what? While you're doing that, I'm also going to organize these. And there were some trailers for shit that we're already going to see. So like Superman obviously is coming out in July.
Mm-hmm.
And the more I see of that movie, the more I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it, which is not something I usually am for Superman or really DC stuff.
You know, one of the reasons that I'm kind of excited about it.
Is it because the Superman guy's kind of hot?
Well, yeah, no, that's true. No, that's true. But it's because all of the Snyder Cut bros are really pissed about it.
Oh yeah, that's another reason.
And like,
Yeah,
okay.
you posted that thing on our Facebook page.
Right.
They're not gonna be able to see what I'm actually building with all the
Yeah,
bags. Let's see. You want to slide those? There
There
we
you
go. That'll work.
I think that'll be okay.
Yeah, you posted that thing on our Facebook page the other day of how upset they are that people are gonna enjoy this movie.
Well, someone made a post on Reddit.
Which is just always a good way to start a sentence.
Yeah.
I made a post on Reddit.
I wonder. You know what? While I'm gonna pull this up and look at it because it really was like brazen. I'm the bad guy stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's
The kind of thing that if you're self-aware makes you sit up and think, are we the baddies?
Yeah, wait, am I the asshole? So this is from Redditor Tricky Foods 5757. Fight for our Snyderverse on the Imposter Superman release day. Here's what we can do to make a difference. Post spoilers everywhere. People are less likely to see or enjoy the movie if already spoiled. Something about this is that James Gunn has already taken to Twitter saying there aren't any huge blow your face off reveals. So like having the movie spoiled won't make it less fun to watch. Sorry about number 1 there. 2, leave bad ratings on review sites, which we know that guys like this
they
do
were
this
already
already.
going to do,
Right,
like-
yeah. We know for sure Gunbots will post fake positive reviews, so we must let people know the truth and balance the bias out with realistic scores. And reserve tickets online.
The bias.
Right.
Bias in quotation marks.
Right. Reserve tickets online, but don't complete the purchase. By selecting and reserving tickets, it gets taken out of the pool for a period of time, which means this has a chance of stopping gun bots from buying tickets. And then ends with Gunn, misspelled by the way, his name has 2 N's.
Yeah.
Fired the first shot and killed the Snyderverse, and here is our chance to take the fight back to him. First of all, James Gunn got hired for a job.
Yeah.
The decision about the Snyderverse had already been made, and with like the brief exception of, they did the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just them getting on the bandwagon and taking advantage of some like social media hype.
Yeah.
They were done with that. And I think it's really funny that their champion is the guy that did Rebel Moon.
Which is an utterly dreadful movie.
Right. And it's like, well, what the fuck? That's not a good movie, and that's your guy. I don't know. It's the whole thing is kind of ridiculous. However, we've been seeing like new trailer and TV spots for Superman,
mm-hmm.
and
it's kind of hard to avoid them.
Right, and it's I've noticed in some of the latest ones they've been showing a little bit more of Nick Holt's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, who seems like a kind of compelling villain.
I am really excited to see him. I like him already. He's been in a few movies that I've really enjoyed. One of them was this really great Ralph Fiennes movie about chefs. It was like The Bear, mm-hmm. but they murder everyone at the end. It was a really good movie. He's also in a movie called Warm Bodies. I think it's like a zombie love movie that was on once when I was making out with someone, mm-hmm. That I remember seeing.
Okay, here's my question about this Lego. Like, so far, it's all this gray and brown. Okay. There's this one yellow piece
thing
right here, and this is what I'm about to do. I'm following the instructions.
You're about to cover it up?
I'm about to cover it up.
Can you see it from the side?
I don't think you can.
Is it yellow in the instructions?
Yes. Like, this is the piece right here, and then this is what I covered it up with.
It is a little bizarre. What's this fucking thing for? Oh, this is like a tool,
yeah,
right?
it's for disassembling.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Anyway, I'm excited to see Superman. Something I kind of forgot about was you sent me the Gen V Season 2 trailer, and it's been a while since I've seen Season 1, and I kind of forgot about it. And then I also had kind of forgotten that one of the lead actors tragically passed away.
Yeah, that was immediately after that season finished, I think.
Right. So new trailer for that. It looks like the crew's going back to Godolphin University. Mm-hmm. The character whose actor died seems like their character dies in universe as well,
which is probably the best way they could have handled it.
Right, and I think they're using it as kind of a reason. So the actor that plays his father is a really good actor, mm-hmm. and so I think they're like, we'll just have more of him in it now, and it'll be like a what happened to my son kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. So. I'm excited. I was kind of surprised it was coming up. Also, did you know that the Bear season 3?
Yeah, I think
comes out in like a few days or like in a week or two.
That's like at the same time that Ironheart comes
out.
Right,
yeah.
Why are all the shows happening at once?
Now, we probably won't talk about The Bear too much because that's like you and I enjoyed that show a lot.
It is firmly outside this show's
right, yeah. Which, by the way, if you're if you're into some really good drama, go and watch, The Bear. It is absolutely fantastic. In fact, a lot of those FX shows, like Shogun, was from the same thing. Was also really good. It's kind of, I think it's like Fox's like they're trying to do like a prestige HBO type thing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, speaking of which, I saw that they're reducing David Zaslav's annual fee because that I think it was like HBO and Discovery or something. Merged,
all those.
But they're splitting apart again for some reason, and they're changing the HBO streaming platform's name again. So like now
because it was Max,
and then it's HBO.
like it was HBO. Then they changed it to Max. Now they're taking it back to HBO.
HBO now. I don't know what
something
the fuck
like
it is,
that.
yeah. Also, so you and I saw Wicked in theaters, which does not to me seem too long ago. I feel like that was just the other day, but it's actually been like 6 months, I think.
It's been a while.
The second film, the second and final film in that little duet, had a trailer as well.
What the fuck are these pieces?
Are you confuzzled?
Well, I'm looking for these little things, and like there's these which look very similar but are not the piece. Like they're little sloped things with 2 dots on different heights.
These things.
I don't think so, because these have 4 dots and these have 2.
Well, where do they go?
Like they're supposed to go on here, but they're supposed to be short and.
Oh, well, these are the longer ones.
Exactly. Those go on the other side. I don't think anything's fallen off the table. Oh, wait. I found it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see the other one.
Yep, false alarm. Anyway.
So, yeah.
David Zaslav sucks. That's what you were saying.
Right, but also Wicked.
Wicked,
has a, which, by the way, if you're watching, if you'd like to get some comments in, because of what we're doing, we are, it's much easier for us to respond to comments in real time. So if you'd like your chance to chat with us and hang out, please put the comments in. We'll read them as they come in. But yeah, Wicked soundtrack, or not soundtrack, second film trailer.
I think this is the right one.
And I'll tell you, so my first concern when I found out, when they first announced that they were making these into 2 films, like I remember saying to you, obviously they are going to end the first film with Defying Gravity.
Of course. There's no way they couldn't.
Right. Now, the problem is that while I do like the music in the second half of the show, all of the bangers are in the first half.
Yes.
So, in the trailer, some of the music from the second half was featured in the trailer, which is really cool. And it turns out that the guy that wrote Wicked, Steven Schwartz, or is he the Rent guy?
I believe he was the Wicked guy. I might be wrong.
Wicked musical composer Steven Schwartz, yeah. He apparently wrote a new song for the second film, which I'm excited, like no one's ever heard it before. I'm kind of excited for that. So yeah, those are like kind of like the trailery things. I know that I think the new Jurassic Park
had a new trailer. It was more of the same.
I feel like we know everything we need to know about that movie just from its first trailer.
They need to go to the island where there's even more dangerous dinosaurs, so they can
even more dangerous than before.
They can crack open an egg and make the omelet that cures cancer or something.
Which
the movie does not look good.
I don't know if that's I don't know. Cancer curing omelet. That's a really good idea. We should patent that. Here's a pretty interesting thing. Okay. At the British Film Festival, the British Film Institute announced a public screening of the unaltered 1977 theatrical cut, which was supposed to happen in June, which it did.
Of what movie?
Star Wars. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
1977 theatrical cut. 1977 theatrical cut.
So that gets put aside.
So they did this. They did this screening. Which, by the way, Kathleen Kennedy showed up, and she's like, "I'm here so that you all know that this is not an illegal screening of this film. Like this is like you know."
Yeah. George Lucas for many years forbid people from screening the original cut.
And you know what? We're starting to kind of figure out why, and it's because the theatrical release of the film is a mess.
Well, you and I know and have stated multiple times over the years that it's a miracle this film got made at all.
Right.
He had to have a bunch of help from like Steven Spielberg and
his wife at the time,
an
Marcia.
accomplished editor and and all that.
One person said on Reddit who saw it, it looks like a product of its time and budget. Still better than Greedo shooting first, which
Okay,
was a change that maybe people didn't love so much. But yeah, it's it's one of those things where like in the time, it was probably, especially for the kids that were watching it in 1977, just the most epic fucking thing in the world. But looking back on it, it's like movie making has come a long way since 1977, and it probably looks like it was made in 1977 with a real low fucking budget.
Because it was.
Right, and that was impressive then. What they were able to do with the amount of money they had then was like really impressive, but nowadays it's like...
Those are different colors. Continue.
Oh, what are you working on here?
A control or something?
Do you know what part that is?
Not really.
We got to step this up if we're going to...
Oh, I think this is the table that they play the chess thing on.
Oh, Dejaric?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, didn't go perfectly great. Though, however, it would be kind of nice to see the how God intended.
Yeah, I'm making a very sorry to interrupt you. I'm making a very abstract Chewbacca.
Oh, okay.
And like this is supposed to be 3PO, I think, and it's gonna have R2 over here too.
So, looking at the box, this does not look like a cutaway version of the Millennium Falcon. So, who is ever going to see this?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Is this just for us, do you think?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it would have been nice to actually see the original As God Intended Han Solo just blast Greedo just for being a dick, kind of a thing, but alas. Kathleen Kennedy, by the way, also kind of started talking about the future of Star Wars.
Which, oh God, why did anyone allow Kathleen Kennedy near a microphone to talk about the future of Star Wars? She's going to announce 5 things, and they're all going to be canceled a month later.
Well, I think that's kind of the point, is that they're kind of pulling back a little bit and reassessing. And I think that the lesson that they took from Andor was, these standalone stories could really work.
Of all the lessons they could have taken, is not a terrible one.
Right. So at this screening of the theatrical release of Star Wars, she said that the studio is shifting away from like interconnected trilogies.
Also, this green brick, I've never seen that color before, and I kind of like it.
It's just like lime green.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you better stop interrupting me, asshole.
Sorry.
I lost my place in my thing here. So interconnected trilogies out. Instead, the emphasis will be on self-contained standalone films that spotlight unique characters or corners of the galaxy without needing to connect to everything ever made in Star Wars. And she was also stressing like the importance of creative ownership from the filmmaker's point of view, which would have been kind of nice if they had started with. We're bringing these filmmakers in, we're going to give them the freedom to execute their vision. Instead of, we're going to bring these filmmakers in, we're going to tell them that they have the freedom to execute their vision, and then we're going to come in the late stage of development and change everything and reshoot the entire film with a different filmmaker. As they are wont to do, as you know. So also,
I still enjoyed Solo: A Star Wars Story.
I did too.
I will admit it's not the best movie, but it was fun.
By all accounts, the version that they were working on might have been good, but they were really scared of the Lord and Miller comedy approach to it.
Anyway, apparently that's all of bag 1. So.
All right. Well, you start on
your turn.
The Starfighter thing.
Okay. Starfighter right here. So while she was at this same screening, Kathleen Kennedy confirmed that Starfighter, this is the Ryan Gosling movie, will be shooting in September.
Yes.
Coming out in theaters. I think the date I saw was May of 2027, which is
God,
about
feels like a long time.
It's the usual runway I would expect for this kind of high stakes, high budget movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mando and Grogu is actually almost exactly a year before that, May 2026. So
So it's a little less than a year from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got in here?
Okay, let's see.
So there was an announcement of a new comic miniseries, Han Solo: Hunt for the Falcon.
Oh, is this the one that's
So this is before Force Awakens. Han unretires, brings Chewie with him, and they go looking for the Millennium Falcon because apparently they lost it.
Right. I think we kind of know how that ended up happening.
Well, there's a quote from Rey in the movie where she says, "I stole it from this guy, I stole it from that guy, I stole it from that guy,"
right.
and Han says, "And then he stole it from me."
Yeah.
So yeah, we do kind of know.
That's going to be a comic, right?
Yes, 5-issue miniseries launching September 3rd, 2025.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
Star Wars story
Yeah,
time?
we've not done a Star Wars story time in a while. Which there have been some some bangers that have come out.
There's always some bangers, and there's always some that are less than bangers.
Yeah, they've been kind of they've been expanding. You know, you might remember the Rise of Kylo Ren story that they were doing. They kind of started expanding on that a little bit, which is cool. Let me make sure I hold this in the right orientation. Oh, that doesn't look right though. I think I messed that up.
Yeah, you get to use the deattacher.
How do I do that?
Let's see. Anyway, that's about all there is to say about that, I think.
So how does the detacher work?
Let me see.
Maybe
What are you trying to get off?
This black thing.
Giggity.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
So this is an announcement that came completely out of left field. You remember Spaceballs?
Yes.
The classic Mel Brooks film?
Yeah. Which, by the way, I think we said we were going to do a watch along of.
Well, we need to.
Yeah.
Well, we really need to because Spaceballs 2 is officially in development and will release sometime in 2027. Which is a wild sentence to say for a bunch of different reasons. Like, by the time this movie comes out, Mel Brooks will be 100 years old.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is incredible. And like,
however, it is like apparently he's gonna he's gonna reprise his role as Yogurt.
good. If you are at all familiar with the film, you of course know that he not only plays the Yoda analog Yogurt, but he also plays the Emperor analog, the president of the Spaceballs.
Yeah, that's right.
Which
I remember.
I don't think I would want to see him in that role, but as Yogurt, absolutely.
So help me interpret this. I have that. And then that is flush.
Yeah.
Like that. But here, it looks like it is offset.
Oh, because there's another one. So, okay. So
Another what?
another one of those same piece. So you had the one, right? You put this one connected that.
Oh.
And then you had another one of these that you connected on there.
So
you just need another one of those. Another one of the.
but this one's offset.
Yes. No. So it all connects to this one. See here. That goes right there.
Oh.
And then you need the little
I
black
see.
thing to go in
Okay.
there.
Yeah, it's here.
Okay. Spaceballs is a hilarious movie that you can tell was made from a place of deep love and respect for Star Wars and all the other things it parodied, like Alien. There's a fantastic Alien gag like 2/3 of the way through the movie.
Which I have not seen Spaceballs in quite some time.
It's been a while for me too.
What's the alien gag?
It's when they stop at the diner and
Oh, the whole
the
dance
chest,
thing.
Chest
Yeah,
burster.
okay. No,
Hello,
no.
my baby.
Yeah.
Hello, my darling.
Yep, I remember.
And like during the announcement trailer for Spaceballs 2, they mentioned, okay, so since the first Spaceballs, there've been like 8 Star Wars movies, a bunch of Aliens movies, a bunch of Star Trek shit, a whole bunch of like it lists all these different, sci-fi IPs, and they're gonna parody at least some of them. Hopefully, a lot of them.
Yeah, well, I mean the poster kind of already, the Schwartz, Awakens or whatever. So my stacking, let's see. So that's a gray one on 2 gold ones, right? A gray one and a bronze. Yeah, it's a gray one and 2 gold ones, right?
Yeah, so 2 gold ones on top of the gray one.
That sounds pretty hot.
Let's see. What else was I thinking?
We should do our watch along, but I will say that if we did our Spaceballs watch along before we did Rogue One, our friend April might kill us.
That is fair,
because she's been every time I mention doing a Rogue One watch along, she immediately is like, yes, please do that.
You must.
Yeah.
I think she just wants an excuse to watch the movie, which April, you can just watch.
You can watch
it whenever you want. Yeah. Like, you don't need our permission. You can just go watch Rogue One. Also,
you don't have to pay for it. I'll pirate it for you if you don't want to pay for it.
Probably shouldn't say that on the air, but
fuck you, Disney.
Nah.
That's how I get us into the algorithm on YouTube. I say something bad about Disney, and there's a whole thing here. Sir, I have isolated the reverse power flux coupling, a rare tender moment between Han Solo and Princess Leia. We're about to fuck, by the way.
Oh,
as they're abruptly interrupted by excited 3PO. Oh, and it's in different languages. You want to read the one in French? You can't read French.
I don't
Give
think
it back.
I can.
You don't know how to say French.
You know how to speak French. At least a little bit.
No, I don't.
I thought you were learning French in college.
I think everyone was learning French or learning a different language, and then you're like, oh, this is hard, and then you quit.
No, you specifically were learning it because all your saxophone shit was in French.
Yeah, well, a lot of that shit I just kind of memorized what it means.
That's fair enough.
Hold on, what am I doing?
Like une pure retenue. Yeah, that just goes right there.
Like that?
No.
Oh, like that?
Yes. Yeah, you see you have the solid studs on top and then the hollow studs.
What the fuck do you know about studs?
I have occasionally stumbled upon Lego videos on YouTube.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So apparently Mel Brooks is reprising the roles. Rick Moranis is coming back as Dark Helmet.
Coming out of retirement, by the way.
God damn.
Yeah, which I wonder how... I wonder what was his career just kind of over and he was like, oh, I think I'm going to retire, or was he just like, I'm done with acting?
I could see it coming to a natural end because, if I'm being honest, I don't know Rick Moranis from very many roles. Like, he was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yep. Did I ever tell you about that? I was really into that movie for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever tell you about the part that gave me nightmares?
Which one is that?
There's a scene. So they befriend an ant that I loved.
Yeah.
And then it gets killed by a scorpion.
Oh.
And that scene gave me nightmares as a kid. I was so fucking mad that they killed that ant. Well, I'm close to having this one done.
But anyway, I know Rick Moranis from that series of movies and from Spaceballs, and that's about it. Like, I'm sure he's been in other stuff. I just don't recognize him. Bill Pullman coming back as Lone Star, who, depending on which way you tilt your head, is either
Han Solo
or Luke, because he also gets the ring.
Oh shit!
And I see Schwartz is as big as mine.
I messed this up.
John Goodman, of course, couldn't come back because he's dead.
John Goodman isn't dead.
Is he not?
No.
Oh.
But John Goodman also is not in...
I'm thinking of John Candy.
Yeah, right. I was about to say John Goodman is not in Spaceballs, I don't think.
Who was it?
No, it was John Candy.
Oh, okay. So John Candy can't reprise his role,
right?
Because he's dead, I think.
Here's the guy in Home Alone. Well, he was in Home Alone for a little bit. Yeah, it was John Candy.
John Candy.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, it's
that'll be one of those fun, goofy,
Mm-hmm.
things that we'll.
I'm
Probably,
looking forward to it. As maudlin as it is to say, I sincerely hope Mel Brooks lives to see the premiere.
Yeah.
Like as we've mentioned, the man is 98 years old.
Yeah, he's definitely not a young man.
But like he has a little spot in the reveal trailer, and he seems to be in pretty good health. So,
all right, I'm gonna need your help with this because I messed this up a little bit.
Hand it over.
So this piece has to come off. I'm not sure how.
Hand it over.
Okay. Here, you do that, and I will prepare the rest of it.
I see what you did.
Because we need. Oh, you're tearing all that shit off.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no, those are fine. Those are fine.
Well then, what the fuck?
We needed this piece first, and then, well, let's put this shit on first.
You got these. This guy. I think there might have been another one that.
Let's see the.
Came out. Wait.
Yeah, there was.
There it is. There you go.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where. So the white one goes there. That one goes there. I remember a time when I was not allowed to watch Spaceballs because my dad found it
It
a little
is
rude.
It's a little bit raunchy in places.
All right, we're back on track, Chris.
Okay. Fantastic.
So yeah, I remember the other problem too is that some of his humor back in the day has not aged
Absolutely.
like very well. I think what did we watch, or what did I watch on your suggestion?
Might have been
Life of
Monty Python, Life of Brian.
It was Life of Brian, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And that's Monty Python. That whole troupe is rightly revered as being comedic geniuses, but they should also be acknowledged as products of their time.
Yeah, right. And I don't think any of it was ever
like it was never
mean-spirited.
Yeah, like they didn't mean to say horribly offensive things. It was just that at the time there wasn't really a cultural push towards, hey, maybe we should be respectful towards, people who don't. Hang on.
This is not matching up.
Yeah, I think I might have. Hold up.
Well, while you figure that out, let me read some of these comments.
I see what I did.
Geek Ledger says, hello, I literally just watched Spaceballs last week. I haven't laughed so hard at dumb jokes before. I swear I know the English language. I'm so sorry. I swear the jokes are kind of straightforward and basic, but the execution was beautiful. Well, that's the whole thing about Mel Brooks is that it's a lot of slapstick goofy shit, it's not necessarily, it's a different kind of humor on its own. I think Rick Moranis retired after his wife passed away. Oh, that's really sad to hear, actually.
Okay, I fixed it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Then this goes on here. And there we go. You're back on track.
All right, cool. We got a billion more of these to do, so we got to pick the fucking speed up. I don't think we're going to get done with this tonight.
No, there's no way.
Are these all just extra parts?
Nope. You keep going.
Oh, I'm not done.
No.
Oh, God.
Like, it'll tell you when you need to open the next bag. Let's see. Yeah, Mel Brooks has several other classic movies that, again, are best understood as products of their time in some of the jokes, like Blazing Saddles,
yep.
For instance.
That got pretty racist.
Yeah. Which is the point. Like, he was making the point that racists are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
History of the World Part 1. Classic movie.
It's also really funny.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that I watched. The one that you asked
Maybe.
me.
Yeah.
The one you told me to watch.
Probably would have been, actually.
Oh, this is that same.
Yeah, it's just going to go on the other side.
I just learned that lesson. We need this like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, whoever is not building, it's your job to read the comments.
wonder if Lewis Pullman will play Kylo Ren.
I did see
figure.
a rumor that Bill Pullman's son.
Yes, he is involved in this. Let me go through the notes you've so carefully prepared.
Well, I didn't.
Yes, Lewis Pullman will appear in a new role, which we don't know. Obviously, the obvious answer would be that, of course, he'd be Lone Star's son, but that seems a little bit too cute. So
yeah, because I guess if they were going to do a Kylo Ren thing, it would have to be Rick Moranis' like son.
Well, not
or something.
necessarily.
Yeah, I guess I could do it. Actually, you're right. It would make more sense. But that's the thing is that Spaceballs isn't 1-to-1 Star Wars anyway, so like it could be anything.
Yeah.
You also know what we didn't do, as is our.
Lewis Pullman was Sentry in Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is also a handsome man, by the way. Oh, wait, this is going on the wrong. Nope, that's right. You get on there, you motherfucker. There we go. See? A little bit of threatening profanity. Things will go your way.
Oh, another dramatic.
You want to read that?
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. These look like ordinary studded bricks, or if you look closer, they could be Obi-Wan Kenobi training Luke Skywalker in the ways of the Force. Oh, I think that's what you're building right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's Obi-Wan and that's Luke.
What color is this?
Or no, this is Luke and this is Obi-Wan.
Is this?
Because this has the brown robes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, here, you put that. Oh, hold on.
You have the thing. Anyway,
And then
I appreciate that this Falcon is at such a scale that they couldn't use the regular minifigures. They had to here, stack these 3 things up, and that's a person.
Nondescript little stacks of studs.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about how my partner John is not very good at video games?
Mm-hmm.
Except for Spyro the Dragon,
Of course.
which he is amazing at.
Yeah.
Because it's from his childhood or whatever the fuck.
That's what he played while you were playing GoldenEye.
Right. So he downloaded Lego Star Wars on his Switch. And
How's that been going for him?
he didn't understand how to do it. He's like, it's too hard. Oh, this needs
I
one
think
of
you
these.
might be missing a piece.
No, yeah, we need one of these
there you
deals.
You got that.
I can read diagrams without words. Where's that piece I just had? Here it is.
Very useful skill to have for a musician.
No, that's fair. Speaking of which, we did. I'm in this historic municipal band, which is a wind band that's been around since
the Civil War or something,
right? Or close to it, and it is a ton of fun. And it's a professional group, and it it pays and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we did this Disney concert on Monday night. It was this Disney family concert.
Yeah.
And there was a costume a costume contest, and all these little kids were there in their costumes, and it was the most adorable thing ever. I need a short one of these gray things.
You didn't throw something on the floor, did you?
I don't think I did.
There's not one of those there. Oh. That's weird.
Maybe this? No.
No.
It's one of the 4.
That's very strange. Have we been defeated by a missing piece?
I refuse to believe that. So I needed one for this.
Which you already...
Oh, I think maybe I didn't need this one. Hold on.
No, you definitely would, because those have to stack straight across.
Yeah, you're right. That's on there. Okay.
Wait, where the fuck is it?
There it is.
Oh.
I started to get real worried there.
Lego quality control coming in clutch. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
That goes on.
So here, you do that part. You're closer to your bit.
This goes right there. Okay.
Space. Oh, that's a bot. I could see Mel Brooks doing a running gag of Liz Pullman just randomly throwing away childish temper tantrums and crying like a baby if he makes the character an apprentice of Dark Helmet. That would seem. I mean, that could be
but
plausible.
that is in keeping.
Yeah. Okay, so we need 4 of these
Those
bad
go
boys.
there and there.
Oh, I see.
Other way. There you go.
What else? What else was on our news rundown?
I think that's everything, actually.
Yeah, not a ton happening. I know that Ironheart's coming out
Like next week.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about that, by the way. Also, I just realized. Okay, in 15 minutes, make sure I kind of.
Okay. Yeah, the funny thing about that is that this series is 6 episodes long, and they're putting 3 of them out like next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a strange release schedule.
It makes me a little bit concerned, because that makes me think they don't have a ton of confidence in it, and they just want to get it out the door as quickly as they can.
I don't. Honestly,
either that, or they're just trying to clear the decks before Fantastic Four.
It's hard for me to tell.
Which.
Or they have something that happens in it that relates to Fantastic
4.
Four.
There are 4 so next week 24th is the release of that. July 1st, 8th, 15th. The week after that last episode would be the week Fantastic Four releases in theaters. So I could absolutely believe that there's some sort of tie-in or some information in that finale that we need to have, or improves Fantastic Four by having that.
Yeah.
It seems just a little bit strange, because on the flip side, like, there's nothing that so far about Ironheart that has suggested that it might have something to do with whatever multiverse or side universe or timeline or whatever Fantastic Four.
Yeah, because it's clearly not in the prime.
They are clearly not in the normal MCU.
Right,
there's a bit too much of a retro futuristic thing going on, and like, I feel like somebody would have mentioned that. Oh, by the way, these 4 people
back
went
in
to
the
space
60s
and got superpowers.
I messed this up a little bit. Wonder if I can push that through there.
You got it.
And the black one.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I didn't need 2 of those. And then I need the tan one. It goes like that.
Oh, these are Technic bits. I think that's backwards.
How do you mean? Or is it supposed to go the other way?
Yeah.
Like this?
Hang on. Let me see for a second.
Yeah, I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Or
maybe not.
No. Like that? Yes. Like that. And then that goes in the black thing with holes.
Oh man, we're just
we are
14-year-olds at heart, aren't we? Oh man. Oh shit. There we go. So we had a tradition.
And this flips over.
Where, and we didn't get to do it because we were like, a lot of shit went down.
Let me borrow that.
Hold on.
It goes right there.
Where? It goes on this side.
What's there?
This has a bit missing.
Oh. When did that happen?
I don't know, but it needs the 90 degree.
Needs this, I think. Right? Oh. What? Now I'm really confused. Oh, this was a Jarek board?
This was in your set, right?
Maybe, but I don't have any pieces like that left.
Like that. Is this correct?
I don't think so.
Oh wait,
Hang on.
we had to take it from yours anyway, right?
I don't have any of those left.
Okay. So the dejack board's over here. Does it stay open topped? There's one of those. It goes on top.
So that would be one of these, which goes here.
Oh, is that supposed to come out of mine?
Yes.
It was. Yeah.
This is back too.
Okay. All right. We fixed it.
I think we did anyway.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Now, where's that part I just built? Right here.
Make sure you get the. No, you're good. So then that goes here.
Yeah, I'm just making sure here.
Lego building is very serious business.
Like this, right?
Nope. Forward a little bit, right there.
Motherfucker, this is intricate.
Yeah. Well, you got the fucking 900 piece Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
Okay, what now?
Red thing, black things.
It's these things.
These things right here, right?
Yes, those things, and then these things.